Hey guys. Um, so I survived Hurricane Sandy or Tropical Storm Sandy, whatever you want to refer to it as, and yeah. So I'm back at my dorm finally, and I thought of a topic. It took me long enough. I'm really sorry. And today's topic is basically how to be a good roommate for dummies. So there are a few things you can do to make your dorm life better. Um, Obviously, there's going to be some people that literally just don't like their roommate, don't want anything to do with them, and that's fine. Um, Things to do to be a good roommate: clean up after yourself. That's always number one. Nobody likes when there's always that one person that's leaving dishes or leaving trash or just honestly like acting like the entire place is just their place and nobody else lives there. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes someone that takes advantage of space, especially in a dorm room because there's not a lot of space. So that's number one. Number two, if you have a kitchen like I do, make sure that you clean your dishes, clean up your messes, which still goes along the lines of clean up. Just don't leave things expecting other people to do them. And generally, just be willing to clean. If the floor is dirty and you notice it, wipe it up, mop the floor every now and then, spray some Febreze. I don't know. Just do that kind of thing. Make sure you don't leave the shower dirty. Don't clog things with your hair because it's gross. And I had to unclog something and I almost threw up because it was disgusting. Yeah. And in like a more social aspect, just be willing to talk to your roommate. Like, yeah, you might have a weird roommate. Those do exist. You might have a roommate you don't get along with or you don't like click with. But if you have roommates that you click with or get along with, don't do things that make them feel in any way that they're excluded from things. Like, for example, even if you know that your roommate is doing something like tonight or has been like watching a marathon of some sort of some show that they're in love with and probably won't want to go out with you, still ask them. Don't just assume and then stroll on out and then just not have them know that you left, because that's rude and it makes your roommate feel like you excluded them. So rather than completely excluding someone because you assume you know the answer, include them and give them the option to say, oh, I actually had other plans tonight, instead of just being like, oh, they're not going to want to go, or who cares, whatever, we're going out. They can say, I don't care. Like, don't do that. It's grimy. And it just kind of creates like an unnecessary tension, maybe even. And one thing that I don't do that I should do is don't be afraid to like talk to your roommates. Ugh, I look really bad today, I'm sorry. But don't be afraid to like talk to your roommates about things. If you're offended by something they do, tell them. And if you feel like you're being excluded, also tell them. And tell them like, if hey, you've been leaving a lot of dishes, or hey, you haven't been cleaning up like in the area. Yeah, just tell them everything. Don't try to like keep things in, because this is someone that you're gonna have to live with undeniably for like a year. There's no way out of it. Well, there might be a way out of it, but it's probably only if it's really bad. So, just find common ground with your roommate and enjoy it. Like, if you guys don't want to hang out, okay, but if you guys hang out, then make sure that you invite them places. That's just the right thing to do. Especially if you have multiple roommates and you go out with your other roommates and then leave one behind. Like, that's just fucked up. Other than that, I don't really know. Just really focus on keeping things cordial and acting like you have a specific part of the room that is your living space, because you really only have a specific part of the room that is your living space. You're sharing space with someone else. Don't go into their space. Don't take things without asking. Just common courtesy kind of things. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So hopefully this helps somebody somewhere in life. And good night.